Hey there, this is Brian with Bass Hounds, as well as the Cat House. I'm here with pro staffer of Draggin Master Chris Wheeler, and Chris is going to go over the setups that he runs and how to rig them up.
So a couple different ways you can run these. Probably more than a couple, but I'm going to run through a couple of the basics here. So what you got here, I know a lot of guys have been asking, quite a few people curious about it. Kind of new to the West Coast here. We brought these out last year, kind of introduced them out this way for Draggin Master. We were lucky enough to learn about these when we were back east doing some tournaments. So what you got here basically is you got a brush guard. This is going to help deflect branches, rocks, any kind of debris in the water. A little different if you're dragging baits. A lot of guys, you got a dragging weight that hangs down. These are an inline weight, more streamlined. You can pull these things through just about anything. They're, a lot less likely to get snagged up. Pretty simple. I'm not going to get into knots, anything like that. Everybody's got their own method to that madness. But, run about a 30-inch leader off the back there. You've got a float and a hook. Their hooks are great. This is a Draggin Master hook 2 here. These are the Stump Jumper 8.0s. This is the Bite Me float. What's nice about these floats, instead of running a hard plastic float, if the fish clamps down on these, they're soft. That fish is going to close his mouth all the way. You may still hook him, even if he doesn't grab the bait. I know a lot of guys experience the, you get that big takedown, and you're not hooked. There's nothing on there. Well, a lot of times what they're doing is they're hitting your floats, So the whole idea behind these, the Bite Me floats, it gives that fish a chance to really clamp down and bite onto that. More chance of a hookup. This is one style here.
And are you using a rattle inside of that, that Bite Me float?
There's 2 pegs in here. This is a peg float. So you can adjust this, to however long, if you want your baits to hang down, if you want it close to your rattle. I tie a snell knot. That's just me personally. I like to get that sling bite, hook up. I think it's, that's like I said, I'm not going to get into knots, but yeah, just a peg float. You get 2 rattles here. They rattle pretty good. So that's one style. Another style, if you're into that weight that hangs down, maybe you're not in some, maybe you're running flats, you're not up in a bunch of stumps or, rocks, you can still run that in the same way, except for, you're a lot more streamlined than, a big, 1/2-inch piece of PVC pipe basically on there. Hangs down, same concept, run it into a leader. I always like to run a swivel on there. That way you're not getting line twist. This is 80-pound mono. This is also by Draggin Master here. This is the Black Armor. Great stuff, 80 pounds. It's got nice stretch. Into a swivel. Once again, the brush guard, that's going to help you, block anything that you may come across. You get your rattles. Get that rattle. Once again, peg float, you can adjust that, to either direction. These floats do come in a black. They do come in a red. If you're running huge baits, they do come in an extra large size, which I don't have here today, but, great, if you're running, 1/2-pound baits, 1/4-pound baits, you might up your float. Around here, channel cats, this is perfectly sufficient. And that's about it.
So would you put a spinning rattle on there, glow in the dark as well, or?
That's all up to you. I sometimes will run extra rattles, just to, get a little extra sound, or anything that helps bring a fish in. That's to each their own. This is the basic setup here. If you want to add some bells to whistles to this setup, it isn't going to hurt it at all. Your rattles can run right up above there, actually smooth surface anyway. So there it is.
All right. Well, I think that gives everybody a good idea of the advantages of running the Draggin Master, and I appreciate your coming in and showing everybody how that works.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris. We'll talk to you soon.